Yo, who's gonna tell Jordan that Gary just rubbed his rub one out hand all up over his new cardigan? What's good, y'all? It's your good sis, Erica Bay, coming to you right here on Erica Bay TV with another Sistas video. And in this video, I'm giving you a preview to season 7, episode number 2. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my sisters' content and conversation. And child, that boy Gary Borders is unhinged, because rubbing your hand that you just rubbed one out on your ex's current boyfriend's chest is diabolical. But first off, Penelope, how y'all getting up out this penthouse with no ruckus? How did you walk in on your fiance and future baby daddy rubbing one out while sniffing his ex's panties in her penthouse at y'all's "we need to be friends" dinner, and his head don't get buzzed, no fires get set, no asses get whooped? The math is not math thing. It seems to me like Penelope is doing something to save face, and I'm praying. I am hoping and praying that my speculation that she got a plan and she's trying to work this plan to get up under, or get from up under Gary, get financially free and run off. I have a video talking about her kidnapping, which I think is her actual planned disappearance, unless Gary is actually psychotic and he kills her, but that's a whole other conversation for another day. I'm praying that she goes along with certain things, she plays dumb, and she's pacifying Gary for a purpose. Because Lord knows, I hope that she is not just taking any excuse and every lie that he says at face value and just running with it. Girl, you should be smarter than that. You are much better than that, and you do not deserve any of the stuff that you're experiencing. And it's nothing but more hell to come, honey. It only gets worse, just to be clear. But anyway, we get a scene in the trailer or in the teaser where we get to see Penelope and Gary getting ready to leave. Like I said, he rubs his hand. This is the same hand that he had his you-know-what in when he was doing what he ain't had no business doing on Jordan. And this is supposed to be, I guess, we all cool. I guess he also feels like we cool because he just donated $100,000 to this boy's campaign. You need to keep your funds separate. Gary's ass is crooked and he's going down. It's just a matter of when. And what intrigued me most, I think, about this teaser is when the next scene that we get, Andi's at the law firm. She's talking to Hayden and she's like, "Are you sure they're actually beefing? Because we had dinner last night," which implies that she's talking about, or Hayden is talking about, Penelope and Gary. And I'm like, Hayden, what is it now that you like Andi? You cool with Andi? Why are you giving Andi intel? You don't bang with Andi. You don't bang with Fatima. You are an incel. I thought you were an incel. What are we doing? But maybe Gary is flipping. I mean, not Gary. Maybe Hayden is flipping the script in season 7. And shout out to the new writers, because this is all y'all's doing. And I'm like, what are the things that could make Hayden turn on Gary? Did Gary do something? Because clearly he was not wrong about Tamara. I think that he winds up getting the annulment. I don't know if we're actually going to see Tamara in this season, but I have a video about it to detail my thoughts around that whole entire storyline and how that gets wrapped up. But again, to see Hayden actually communicating with Andi in a way that seems like he's giving her information that she can use, or even just spilling tea and just yucking it up at the water cooler. It's like, y'all are literally not friends. So I don't know what's happening here. Unless y'all are friends now. Unless whatever has happened in the last 3 months has changed things. Did Andi get Fatima to do something that helped Hayden get rid of Tamara and get his annulment that he wanted? I wonder. But then it makes me wonder even more of like, okay, Hayden, if you're not going to be a villain this season and you don't have Tamara, what is your storyline going to be? Because we also get a scene later on in this teaser where he's actually talking to Gary, and Gary's like, well, I didn't plan to marry her. I just gave her a ring to buy time. So you clearly still yucking it up with Gary, which of course, because you have perspective on, their relationship, which is what you share with Andi. But I'm just like, what side is Hayden on? He's playing double agent right now, and I kind of like it, but I don't like it if he's about to lower my defenses and still be an incel. We rooting for you, Hayden. You could do it, Hayden. Stick to your guns and get on a team that's going to take Gary down. Okay? We always recruiting. I think the bombshell of the bombshell in this teaser. And shout out again to the new writers, because y'all are coming in hot. We are only on episode 2. We only in episode 2, and you got Zach at breakfast telling Fatima that he's trying to get trust funds for Michael and Zach Jr. Who is Zach Jr.? Y'all might ask. The baby that's in Karen's belly? The baby that's in Karen's belly? Like, this is so damn messy. And I want to be clear, because I'm not laughing right now at the pain that I know that Fatima's feeling, but I can appreciate it because now we're about to get something real. Even though I don't love that her storyline is tied to what she could do for Zach, her and her visceral reaction to wanting to have Zach Jr. is a very real one. And I think that this is a dope conversation to have. So I am looking forward to this storyline playing out. But I'm still not off of their head in reference to giving Fatima something in her life for herself that is not all wrapped up into Zach. Okay? But not only is Zach thinking about the future child with Karen, which he's given a name that Fatima wants to give to her potential child, and they got to talk about that because that's not going to be at a ride. Even though I don't feel like Fatima saying something in the moment, she's going to have these conversations with the girls. That brings us over to the brunch with the girls. The girls are sitting here hemming and hawing and kikiing with Fatima about Karen's potential baby, and Karen ain't at the table. It's giving disloyal. It's giving what the hell are y'all doing? It's giving absolutely the hell not, because why? Fatima's a cute girl, a nice girl even. But Karen is y'all best friend, y'all sister. And y'all him and hawing, yucking it up, talking about Zach Jr. that's in her belly, and she's not at this table. It's one thing to show up and be there emotionally for Fatima, who's going to process that. But I feel like that's an Andi job. Andi's close to her. Andi gets to have that conversation. Sabrina and Danni, what the hell are y'all doing? Because you know the moment that Karen finds out that that's what y'all talking about, she's going to feel away. As she should. It's natural. Why are y'all discussing her if she's not present? Even if you're trying to waylay Fatima's fears. And it don't seem like y'all doing that. It seems like y'all kikiing at Karen's expense. Yet again. But Karen walks in and sees it. And she has a reaction. Some people thought that she turned around and walked back out. It don't look like she walked back out to me. This is about to be a very messy interaction. I'm hoping that she don't overhear it. But I do hope that the idea of Zach Jr. gets presented to her so that she can also chime in, because Zach is saying this, and I don't even think that he talked to Karen before saying, Zach Jr. Which is interesting. The whole thing is messy. Listen, I'm going to shout the writers out one more time. Third time's a charm. I appreciate y'all. Next week's episode looks like it's going to be good. And I will be sat right here to enjoy it. And then also going live 30 minutes after the new episodes of Sistas. I go live right here on my channel with my podcast and live after show, Our Sisters Keeper, where we break down the episode and react to it with my good sis, Allie Nick. You should join us as well. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my sisters' videos. It's your good sis you love to talk TV with. Thank you for watching, and YouTube thinks that you should watch this video right here next, because you missed it. You know, you're going to love it. YouTube knows. It knows.